Joining us now is members of the Alamogordo boys basketball team and new head coach Tom Shields as he begins his first year here at Alamogordo. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing good. Just coming off of a very productive practice. Got the practice uniforms out, game shoes. It's coming close, so we better be ready.
Yeah, and you guys are coming off. You had your tryouts last week and actually finished them up this week as well. You guys finally made your last cuts, right?
Yeah, just yesterday. I always try to be as fair as I can with people who are coming out, especially when they're coming off of a fall sport like in football. So I actually added a couple extra days to make sure, because there were some really tough cuts. I mean, there's 40 people in the program, and we had about 63 or 64 appear at one point or another.
But it's good to have, I mean, obviously you don't want to make cuts, but to have that many kids and come out and try out for the team, that's obviously got to be a good thing for you coaches, right?
No, the worst thing in coaching is cutting. I hate it. I mean, the kids could probably see it on my face and hear it in their voice. I mean, you just hate it. But it's a numbers game. It's much like life. There's only so many minutes to play, one basketball, and I always try to tell those kids, I thank them for one, and I say don't give up on your dream, especially if you're only a freshman or a sophomore. There's all kinds of stories. Michael Jordan, a famous one, being cut when a freshman in high school. So you never know. So. But, yeah, there's a real sensitivity to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we got some of these guys here. We'll introduce them. We got Willie McClinton, who he was a sophomore last year, but he's a senior this year. Is that right, Willie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Graduating a little bit early. What was the reason? What was the reason behind going and doing that?
So I'm part of a military family.
Okay.
And we might be moving next summer, so this summer, and I didn't want to go to another high school.
I understand. That makes complete sense. So it would be nice to you get to graduate with your friends, right?
Yep.
That's important. We've got Kamiron Bickham, who came back in the middle of last year, and you get a full year with the Tigers this year. How is that going to be for you? I'm sure you're excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
So I can get some more time in high school basketball.
And I know how excited you were. You played JV a lot last year, and then you got to play varsity right towards the end of last season. That was a pretty cool thing for you, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I was really excited.
Well, we're certainly glad to see you on varsity throughout the entire year. And we've got Izzy Rodriguez here. Izzy was at the varsity level all of last year. Izzy, how's the first week of practice and so gone for you so far?
It's going good. A lot of new faces, but we're clicking pretty well.
Yeah, and of course, probably the biggest new face is a new head coach for you guys this year. Coach, I'll ask you, I mean, how has it been meshing with this group of guys? You've had a few months, obviously, with basketball hour and things like that. You've gotten to know them. What's been your impression of this group so far?
Well, it's good. I was a little worried early with the 8th hour PE. That's a new structure for me. But that amount of time, I paced. I think I really paced myself. We did a lot of up and down and playing, so I could take a while to get a feel for what our strengths and weaknesses might be, and see where some of the ability levels were, and that has really, really paid off. The last couple of weeks, in particular, our learning curve and acceleration on where we're going has really improved. I think that right now our minds are in excellent condition. I think that these kids want to win. They want to compete. They're willing to work hard, and I just think they wanted someone to kind of show them the way, and that's what I need to do. But we've probably made as much progress as we could in the amount of time that we've had so far.
Yeah. What do you feel like the strength of this group is from seeing what you have seen? Obviously, you haven't played your first game yet. You have your scrimmages coming up on Friday. Where do you feel like the biggest strength of this group stands from where you're at right now?
Their attitude right now and work ethic. I mean, we're going to be a work in progress. We're going to be an evolving team in terms of creating our identity. We're going to be quick, and we're going to be utilizing what I call athletic offenses and defenses. We're not very big, but I want our basketball IQ to improve exponentially, and it really has of late. The key now is making sure all 40 people have it rather than just 10, 11, or 12. But that's all the race against time. I've told them, I said, we've got a plan. It's just how quickly can we learn it and execute it. I think the more the kids buy in and the more they feel good about what we're doing, that's what breeds confidence. And in the last week or so, they're just, they're smiling at each other, kind of like, yeah, that works, or that was pretty cool. So, but let them tell you, not me. I'm pleased at where we're at right now.
Willie, I mean, how would you say where the team is at chemistry-wise and working with Coach? How would you describe the new situation with Coach Shields?
In the beginning, I was kind of skeptical because we got a lot of new faces and a lot of new people. But as soon as Coach came and started showing us like how to work together and how to actually like become a better version of like our team, I thought we looked pretty good.
Yeah, it's been an easy work since then. I mean, I don't want to use the word easy. Not easy, because I'm sure you guys are working very hard, but things are starting to click a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Cameron, how about you? In terms of working with Coach Shields, what have you picked up the most, you feel like, since he's taken over?
Oh, I think I learned how to cut better, and then run up and down the court in the right spots, have spots on the court, just filling the lanes and being able to finish at the lane, finish a layup strong, and just...
A lot of the little things, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's a lot of little things you got to get used to.
Yeah. Izzy, I mean, your dad, of course, is coach on the JV side of things, and being a coach's son, I'm sure you've been learning a lot from Coach Shields as well heading into the season, haven't you?
Yes.
What are some of the things that you feel like you've been picking up?
I've been picking up like the fast tempo that he wants and knowing where to go on defense and how to execute with the ball in my hand. So.
And do you feel like the uptake is pretty quick with all these kids? Do you feel like they're catching on pretty quick to the things you want them to do?
It has been. Talking to my assistant coaches about that, they kind of asked where I think our guys are at, and they're picking up faster than some other groups I've had. And that's encouraging, okay? Because early on, I mean, it was, everybody was probably skeptical. I'm an 8th-hour PE, and I'm getting used to this, and we got, all kinds of people running up and down and stuff. But it's coming together, I think, quite well. Like I said, the work ethic is good, and the attitude is good. We still have to define who we are and what our strengths are going to be. But being a smarter basketball team, and we talked today about our job as coaches is to make sure that we prepare you for anything you're going to see on the court. Zone press, man press, whatever. The same with offenses. We have to have a zone offense, man offense, because if we don't have you, if you know that you are prepared for anything people are going to throw at us, you'll feel confident. You'll feel good that at least, hey, we got a plan here. Doesn't mean every play is going to work perfectly, but no, the work ethic has been good. The learning curve has been good. The challenge now is to keep learning as rapidly and improving as rapidly, and the better you get, the harder it is to do that.
Offensively, I mean, you sounds like obviously you want to use the athleticism of this team to your advantage, quick pace, things along those lines. Do you feel like this is a team that is going to have to, build off of its defense to score, or are there some creators out there that can score some points for you this season?
A little bit of both. I mean, defense is going to be the emphasis between now and Tuesday. Offensive skills, to me, are always more difficult to teach. Defense and rebounding are very much an attitude. If you are willing to guard somebody and go get the ball, it doesn't mean you don't work on defenses. But I think right now we're going to be more of an athletic team because we're not big, for one, and our strengths are quickness, and we have I think good ball handling. But I like to press and run, and ideally we'll be able to create at least a third, if not 40% of our offense from our defense. Now, these kids are probably hearing those numbers for the first time, too. But, we're going to be pressing and playing multiple defenses on the half-court set. So, and they can tell you, or you could ask them, we've practiced our fast break pattern almost daily and our press offense almost daily. That needs to be second nature. So when we do get possession of the ball, we know what to do with it.
How important, the fast break, Willie, we saw last year a lot of times you lead in the fast break and you guys on that as well in terms of knowing, fast break is really something that you got to anticipate what your teammates are going to do. Do you feel like you're getting there in terms of what Coach wants you to do with the fast break?
Yeah, definitely, because in the practice we're more prepared now than we were before, and we know how to work together. It's all like Coach said, that preparation is key, and I think he's preparing us really well to do good.
Cameron, how is it for you? Is it becoming second nature when he has you out there running the fast break?
Yeah, I know my spots. I know all the spots on the fast break. When to look, where the cutters are going to be. And I think we're better prepared than we were last year too.
Izzy, how about you in terms of running the fast break and because you have a possibility. You could be an outside shooter, but I'm sure Coach wants you to get to the rack as well, right?
Yeah. You just gotta know where to go. You gotta fill in your lanes. You got to find the open spot to where nobody's at, and you'll score easy buckets.
Yeah. Izzy, what were some of the things that you really wanted to focus on in this offseason coming into this year in terms of your game? Is there certain places that you wanted to get better at?
My ball handling skills can be a little bit better, looking for the right guy that's open and filling my lane and looking for the open shot.
Kamiron, how about you? What were some of the things you really wanted to focus on in your game?
I really needed to focus on going to the hole strong and not double clutching and not trying to shy away from the foul, but go into the foul and emphasize on getting the and one.
Using that contact and
Yes,
getting to the free throw line. Willie, how about you? What were some of the things you were looking at?
During the summer, I focused more of like keeping in shape and more like mental stuff, like actually watching and learning stuff and how people are moving and making the good plays, like working on my basketball IQ because the game's mostly mental.
Absolutely. Coach, I mean, we've got these three guys here. There are some other players that we can look for this year. I don't know if that's going to be, you got a lot of different guys that are going to be important to you this year, but, is there any particular guys you're really looking to have some impacts for you this season?
Well, these three, obviously, they're all seniors. I wish Willie wasn't, but he is. I understand his situation. But even with the way we did the cuts at this point, we haven't even separated varsity and JV. There's 25 people that are going to be fighting for those uniforms. And I've told them time and time again, it's an open-door policy. Your stock goes up or down on a daily basis on how you perform. Today was the first day we were in practice shirts, so I think we had 13 guys or 12 guys in black and the other 12 or 13 in gold, and then that could change the next day. But, there's a lot of, not parity wouldn't be, that's not a real positive word. There's a lot of competitive battles going for positions at this point in time. D. Smith, a sophomore, has been working with the first couple units a lot. Rakeem Stokes, who's a freshman, came in from Rio Doso. We just, we've got a lot of good kids. Bishop Woodruff has played a lot of Moore, Malik, Abner. I'm going right on down the line because it's been just that way. It's kind of wide open. We've got a kind of a first unit, but I haven't been calling them the first unit or the first team yet. I call them my first demonstrators, and then we go through systems and stuff like that. But that can change. And even if you have, they'll hear this a lot. Starting is nice, but I'm looking for finishers. And the way our style is going to be, we're going to play 9 or 10 guys every game, what I would call meaningful minutes. If you're 11, 12, or 13, then you better get better. But just the style that we're going to use will require 10 guys on a game-by-game basis.
I'll ask you guys, do you feel like the competition aspect within the team is going to be a positive for you guys? Kamiron, I'll ask you, knowing that you're going up against a lot of guys that are just as talented as you, has it been helpful this offseason?
Yeah, it's helped me to work harder and not trying to not give up my spot and actually work for my spot, not just feel like it's handed to me, but I have to keep it and make sure I take it.
Yeah. Willie, how about you, knowing that, every day you go out and practice? And I'm sure it's been that way in previous years, but it certainly sounds like it's very wide open among the team. Would that be a fair way to describe it?
Yeah, like nowadays it's getting way more competitive. Like Markel Duarte, like I could see him improving because we just go head and head with each other all the time over summers and everything. And he's making me better, and I'm making him better, and I could see it in like both of us.
Izzy, can you describe the practices? They've been really competitive, really you guys pushing each other hard out there?
Oh, yeah. Everybody's been giving 110%, and they all want that starting spot, but, only a few will get that.
Yeah, and only if you will get the chance to, you mentioned go 9 or 10 deep, but I think maybe that's more than anything else that everybody needs to be ready because, there's a possibility you could be out there playing varsity on any given night, right?
Absolutely. All 25 people are being treated like a family. They're going to have the same equipment. They're going to have the best of everything, every opportunity. So, yes, it's up to preparation. And they have control. The players have control of their own destiny based on what they're able to produce. I always look for catching kids doing things good, not doing things bad. Mistakes are going to happen, but I've already told them very rarely do I ever take anybody out for a physical mistake. But if you make a mental mistake, or you're not hustling, or it's an attitude, or you roll your eyes or talk to an official, you're going to be sitting. So I think our discipline, I think the kids have bought into that real well. One thing that was a concern early, and these guys will smile a little when they hear this, was listening skills. They're used to chattering so much. They like each other and everything. But the listening skills have gotten tremendously better, because that's vital. I've told them, I said, Jim, that's my classroom. And when I'm talking or the other coaches are talking, it's got to be stop, look, and listen. And that becomes critical during timeouts, especially 30-second timeouts, if you're in an in-game situation. And I also asked them to look at the speaker, because there's all kinds of data you comprehend more, and they've really, really picked up on that. Also, they've been very timely. They're 15 minutes early all the time, with the one or two exceptions. They've been very timely, and attendance has been good. Communication has been excellent. It's as good as it gets right now, but it's going to get tougher, because the challenge for a starting lineup hasn't been named. The playing rotation in the game hasn't happened yet. We haven't won or lost any ball games, so it's as things get more challenging and we face obstacles, that will be the test of our character, and that's where I'm really hoping that we will stick together as a group, be totally supportive, no negativity. I don't want anybody being negative out there. There were, I think, some habits where that people would get on each other a little bit. I won't tolerate that, and they've picked up on that real well, and that's why I keep talking about. I think our attitude and our mind is really right now to just work to be as good as we can be.
Getting ready for the season, I mean, obviously you got Santa Teresa coming up in Gadsden, and some programs that have obviously we've seen a lot over the years. Is that anything you're really focusing on right now, or are you more pushing on focusing on getting things right within your own program and getting the players doing the things that you want them to do?
That's a great question, and the focus is on what we do.
Yeah.
It's come up about scouting, even my assistants. I said, I don't believe it. I mean, fine, we'll scout, but I'm more interested in and let them worry about what we're doing rather than we worry about what they're doing. Obviously, I want some knowledge of the other teams, but when a coach asked me, what do you want to know if I scout? I said, I want to know if they're big or small, fast or slow, they play zone or man. Beyond that, that's all I want to know. And you come back drawn up out of bounds plays, there's no way you remember stuff like that. But we're really focusing on our philosophy and what we need to do right now to be as good as we can. If we can maximize our skills, that's the key.
Yeah, that's certainly, it's tough, especially with so many different teams that you guys are going to see this year. That's always a difficult thing to do. Well, I do want to ask you guys that you are seniors, and we always talk about the athletics part of it, but certainly want to talk about the student part of it. Willie, you talked about you're getting ready to graduate. What's your plans? Do you know where you're headed off to college yet, or still looking into that one?
Well, I've applied already to like 3 places in Florida, and hopefully I'll get what they say soon, but I'm not sure yet.
Not sure yet. Do you know what you want to study? I mean, you thought about that at all, or still working that one out?
Well, I want to go in the medical field, but I don't know which profession, like cardiologist or neurologist or anesthesiologist.
Fantastic. Very good. Cameron, how about you? What are the plans for after graduation? Have you figured that one out yet?
No, I haven't even bought into it at all. I've thought about getting an athletic scholarship so it'll help me pay for my school, so my mom won't have to pay for a lot of stuff. So that's why I'm trying to work hard this season, so I can try to get a scholarship so I won't have to pay so much. But I don't know what I'm going to do.
I understand. Izzy, how about you? What's coming up for you after graduation? Do you know yet?
Well, I want to go to college and become a physical therapist, and I've been looking at a school in Lubbock, Texas, so hopefully I can get that and fulfill my dreams doing that.
And, Coach, I mean, that's something we talk about this, and I think we talked about it when you came on earlier. I mean, it's obviously about these kids going out there and getting to perform and play basketball, but it's the stuff in the classroom that really counts, right?
Yeah, and we had our parent meeting last week, and I stressed that the academics and the citizenship, that we need to be solid individuals on the court and off the court. You can't just try to be a good basketball player and you're not taking care of business and other aspects of your life. And I've told them, if anybody can get to the next level, I'll try to help them. I know how to make the proper contacts, and if one of these young men, and I think Kamiron might have a chance to go somewhere and get some money to play somewhere. It depends. It's a little early, but they're mine forever right now. I've got players calling me who are 50 years old at this point, and they're 40. So I'll always be there to help them if I can. And as I told the parents, my job is to provide a positive basketball and educational experience as a coach. That's what my job is, to be a teacher.
I don't know how much, as a coach, you like to play the expectations game. Do you have any expectations in terms of what you'd like to see this team accomplish wins-loss-wise, or is it just maybe making the improvements that you want to see them make throughout the year?
Day by day.
Yeah.
I'm not projecting wins and losses. Some people, and that's going to come up, but the key phrase I use is, and I told the parents this, the kids have heard it, maximize their physical, mental, and emotional abilities. The rest will take care of itself. If we're 4-22 and we've done that, that's all we can do. If we're 22-4 and we haven't played, and we could have played better, then it's not as successful as I would have liked. So the key is just do the right thing and be as good as we can be, and the chips will fall where they may.
What are you guys, I mean, you have expectations for yourself, for the team, Willie? I mean, with this now being your senior year, I mean, what do you want out of your senior year playing Tiger basketball?
Well, I want to see us get to our full potential, because right now we're still at the building and evolving stage. And I just want to see like that beast we could become when we get everything to fall together.
And it seems like, I mean, Kamiron, I'll ask you, I mean, it seems like you guys feel like there's a lot of potential in this team, that you guys could do some special things this year. Is that fair?
Yes, sir. I think we can go pretty far. But like Coach said, we don't want to look at the wins and losses. We just want to get as best as we can and get the team as far as we could.
Izzy, I mean, I'll let you kind of follow up on what these guys say. Anything extra to add into about what this team could be this year in 2015?
We just got to take it one day at a time and just be ready for anything that comes our way.
All right, well, we certainly like to hear that, and we're certainly looking forward to another year of Tiger basketball. I'm sure you guys are excited to get out there and play in front of some folks at the Tiger Pit. You probably had enough practices already, and Coach, I'm sure you're looking forward to seeing these guys with the crowd getting able to watch them for the first time.
Yeah, we're it'll be my first experience in the pit too. So I mean, I've been doing this a long time, but I'm a rookie here. And I've heard, I've been to football games. It's a tremendous atmosphere. The community support is something that I can tangibly feel. And one thing I want to add is, we want it to be fun. I would have to say, and you'd have to answer, but I think practices have been fun. We get silly, not silly once in a while, but it's not all whips and chains. I mean, we have shooting games, we do some things, and we laugh during practice too. It has to be not only just hard work; it has to be enjoyable.
Yeah,
I think they're enjoying it. I think that's a big part of it. I think.
All right. Fun so far? Have you guys been having a good time?
Oh, yeah.
I've been having fun, getting better.
Yeah, getting better. Willie, same for you?
Yeah, really fun.
All right. Well, we're certainly glad to hear that, and we're certainly looking forward to the start of the 2015-16 Tiger basketball season. Guys, appreciate you coming in. Coach, appreciate it, and we'll look forward to what's to come this season.